Kaya 959 on the street and on the air. Welcome to the Hive with me, Bunola Beasting, and it's another Friday. Yay, yay. Listen, our next guest is Slim from AMPD Studios, which is a cultural institution in Newtown. What the do, Slim?
I'm all right, man. I love your energy. I just want to say that. I love your energy. And I'm good considering the circumstances.
Yeah.
I'm good. How are you feeling?
I'm fine, thank you, man.
You look amazing.
Thank you. Slim, my darling, I think first and foremost, what does AMPD stand for?
It's weird. A lot of people think it actually has it's like an abbreviation for something. It's not. It's like an AMP, like an amp to amplify something. Amplify sound. So for us, it's like amplifying the culture. That's where the AMPD comes from. But we've gotten very weird abbreviations of what it is. People think I look like, and I say it's a lie. People think I look like Arthur Mafokate. Yeah? Follow me on this one.
Yeah.
Some guy walks in.
Yeah.
He says to me, this AMPD, do you own it? I'm like, no, I don't own it, but I work in the space, I run the space.
Yeah.
He's like, does this mean AMPD, Arthur Mafokate production? I'm like, something. What, bro? How did you
get there?
Jeez, I was like, man. What? No, I will give you thumbs up, right, for the creativity, but no, that is not what it means. So it's just basically amplifying, really amplifying the culture.
Now can you tell us more about AMPD Studios?
So AMPD is literally one of the biggest, if not the biggest, empowerment hub in the country. What we do on a daily basis is try to empower the community. We are located in Newtown, right, in Newtown Junction, right. It's like about 5 minutes away from the rank, right? And we basically have created a space where creatives, if you are a podcaster, if you are someone who's interested in creating content, we provide you with the resources to be able to do that. So we give you free cameras, free lights, free mics. You guys have a really great setup here, by the way. Free mics, and free equipment to be able to record your podcast. If you are a musician, we provide you with a beautiful studio to be able to come in and record your music. Everything in the space is absolutely free. And people have always asked us, free, why free, why free, why free? And the reason why AMP Studios was made free was because South Africa suffers from, we believe, two major problems. One, lack of resources, and two, lack of education.
Yeah.
Right? From a lack of resources perspective, some of the most talented people, we can never hear them and they never see the light of day because they don't have the right camera to record them in the right quality. They don't have the right studio to record the song in the right way, right? So we made the space free in terms of resources because we truly believe that raw talent is in the places that people really can't afford to pay. And so that's why we made the space free. So that was from a resources perspective. And from an educational perspective, it's a known fact that many of our South Africans leave too soon. And when they do leave, they leave not financially stable, right? Because not many of us are lucky enough to be financially educated within the entertainment space. So we provide the education to help creators and musicians to get educated about the industry, to understand what it takes to put together a radio station, to put together a podcast, right? How do you actually monetize from being on radio? How do you monetize from starting a podcast, right? How do you work with brands? How do you create your own brand identity? So we educate creatives, musicians across the board to help them understand how do you become sustainable within the industry. So that's an overarching answer of what actually AMP Studios is and what we do on a daily basis.
Now, so from the profile that you've had quite a number of big names that have
we have.
I
mean, we've been around for quite a while. We've been around for about 6 years. I've been there since after post-COVID, but we've been around since about 2019, right? And we've had guys like Trezor in the space. Trezor, we did a very cool competition with him where it wasn't actually a competition, it was a mentorship. So we reached out we did a call out for different artists across the country, right? And those artists got to submit their music. It was over 2,000 submissions, I believe. And they got to submit their music. And if we went through our A&R team, which is a team that I'm a part of. And we chose a top 100, and those top 100 got to come to Joburg. We then narrowed it down to a top 50 and a top 10. That top 10 then got to perform in front of Trezor and some other A-listers like Musa Keys, like Shekinah, like Sun Al. And they got not just winning a competition, but they got mentorship. Because we are so big on empowerment, we wanted to give them a mentorship with those artists. So the artist sits and helps them songwrite. The artist helps them sit and discuss a rollout strategy. What to do when you're looking for a PR company. So we chose, there were like 3 candidates in each competition that were able to get mentorship, and we did that for about 2 seasons. That's something that we did with Trezor. People like Shekinah have been in the space. People like Focalistic have been in the space. People like Zuchu Coke Dope have recorded their recent album in the space. So we've had quite a lot of prominent artists, legends like Mami Yvonne Chaka Chaka, who's been in the space. Like really just it just shows it's not just young people, it's also a vast
the matured
people that come into the space. Yeah.
Now tell me, talking about maturity, the people that you assist, is there a age limit?
No, there isn't. There isn't. I mean, we are youth focused, but we don't limit it to youth, right? Our demographic is across the board. So if you have never started a podcast before, never wrote a song before, we encourage you to come into the space. We strategize and help you as a starting podcaster or as a starting musician. Then there's people who have years of experience in the industry, like DJ Smooth, who shoots his podcast there. Penuel, one a prominent podcaster, shoots his podcast there. Gigi Lemaine shoots her podcast there. Saint Twins, one of the biggest podcasters in the country right now, they shoot their podcast from there. So it's whether you are established in what you do, right, or someone who's just really starting out and you feel that you have a deep desire to start something, we avail ourselves to you.
What are the challenges that you guys are experiencing? Because I mean, if it's free, somebody's got to pay for all of the equipment, the lights, the water.
Look, our model for, we've always had a sponsor, right, since the beginning, and we are currently at the moment in a very unfortunate position, to be honest with you. We had a partner who we were in partnership for. The contract was 3 years, and the contract got cut down to 2 years, right? And unfortunately, it was nobody's fault, just the client themselves. That department that we were under is no longer going to exist. So then our contract then becomes null and void, right? And that then affected us. So it wasn't a lack of work from us or them not wanting to continue the relationship. It was just a matter of some things are just out of our control, right? So that happened. The runway that they gave us, unfortunately, was so short that we weren't able to kind of like find funding in time. The good part is that we have been up and down. John Savage, who I believe you were also speaking to, he's in Cape Town at the moment, bombarding a conference to get to Gayton Mackenzie. We have spoken to a few ministers, we have spoken to a few investors to just really help us get through this period where we did not expect to not be open, right? And we are truly hoping for the best.
I got a good feeling about it.
Me too. You know, me too. I'm a very positive person.
You know why I say that? Because I've never heard of this anywhere, first and foremost. And because of the fact that in South Africa, the creative industry, we don't have a lot of opportunities like what you guys have created.
For sure. Very true.
You know, I'm sure that it must be affecting those that work there, because I mean, like it, because I mean, you gotta pay people in order to come into.
It's so tricky. I had this morning. Look, I will say personally, I'm a product of the space.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think maybe that's why John wanted me here. But I'm a product of the space. Originally, I grew up in Cape Town, moved to Joburg in 2019. Anybody who moved in Joburg in 2019 and then got to witness 2020, and when you know, right? It became super difficult, and I come from the entertainment industry, but I wanted to learn what happens at the back.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to, I went to the master classes at AMPD. I went to the networking sessions, and I got mentorship from some of the biggest artists. I got a mentorship from Cooley, right?
China,
yeah, when I started out at AMPD, right? And it was one of the best things that had happened for me, because he put me in the right room, in the right spaces to know the right people. And 3 years in, right, I built a coffee shop within AMP Studios. I became an entrepreneur through, I kid you not, I know this probably sounds like a fairy tale. I kid you not.
Yeah.
I kid you not. I built a coffee shop within AMP Studios, and that was due to the empowerment of the people that hired me, which was John Savage and Carl, right? So I have like a personal relationship, an attachment to the space. So it's difficult to see us in this position, right? And we know that it's one of those things where it's not one person that can really fix the problem. It's like we have to come together as a community and trust that the work that we've done, people will see the value in it, spread the word, and really be like, let's help keep this place afloat. Because I mean, we have over 10,000 creatives that use the space, literally over 10,000 creatives that use the space. How we even would do our masterclasses would be those people that are on our WhatsApp line. We would ask them, what are you facing? Like, what challenge are you facing as a creative? Right? And they would say, I struggle to speak to brands. I don't know how to put together a presentation. Or I just got into DJing. I don't know how to get a booking, you know what I mean? And if I do get a booking, how do I price myself? One of the hardest questions as a creative is like, how do you price yourself, right? And we would bring experts within those fields. So for the DJing masterclass, we brought someone like PH to come in and speak about how do you build from the ground up. People who, one of the creators will speak, or a lot of the creatives were asking, how do you pivot? You know, if I was a hip hop artist now, but I can see that hip hop is not in the space that I want it to be. I want to go into Amapiano. I want to go into podcasting. How do I do it? Right? We brought in Slicker. We brought in DJ Smooth to speak about entrepreneurship. How do you actually monetize from your content, which is one of the most important things. So we really leaned on our community leaned on us to kind of provide them with the information and the education, and now it's our turn to kind of like lean on them.
I wish that the powers that be, specifically government, right, was the type that would invest a lot of money. Like be the number one investor within the creative industry. Because if you think about it, majority of the awards that South Africa wins, it's sport and music.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's undeniable that we are one of the most talented countries
in
like,
the
undeniable.
No, dude, Amapiano is running. You know, I was killing myself with laughter. I saw a podcast where it was a Casper on one of his Twitch thingamajiggies. And he was saying, guys, Tyler is our father. She's our father right now. She's our daddy.
Very true.
Do you understand?
True.
And
very
had
true.
Tyler and her family not taken the risk to say, you know what, let's go to the States and let's do this. But now, not everyone has got that opportunity.
Very true. Very, very true. I mean, the lack of resources it's been a problem for decades. This is not a new problem. You know what I mean? It's not a new problem. But it's not a problem that can go away in a year, in not even in 5 years, 10 years. It's a continuous problem, right? Because talent development is not something that we really zero in the country. Like I'm very much an advocate on your side that I don't want to be like the States, right? But there is certain templates that they have gotten right, that we can look at and say, yo, they really invest in the talent. They really invest in the arts, right? And that's something that we are really trying to try and fly the flag for in this country, to say the talent is there. You know, the talent is there. It's just the resources, and the education, which is really the most important part when it comes to sustainability.
Now, tell me something. As a call out to the community out there, how can they get reach of you guys, and what can they do If somebody knows somebody,
yes,
somebody knows them. No, my uncle is.
there's two options.
Yeah.
One of the ways is, honestly, if you're listening to this and you know someone, you know a friend, you know an uncle that will resonate with the story, or even if you resonate with the story and want to contribute and know someone who can, right? We are looking high and low for investors. We are looking high and low for partnerships. I know that we are in a position where we are willing to sell shares. So if someone is like, this is something I want to buy into, right? The return on investment program is set out by John and the owners of the place itself, of AMPD itself. So that is one option where you can really just ask them to connect with us. I can give you my number.
Ahead, yes.
Right? My number is 082 7872 698. That's 082 7872 698. You can reach out to me. I don't sleep much, so call me whatever time you want to call me. If you right, if you want to touch base with me on an email, it's buntu buntu at ampdstudios.co.za. I will try my best to get back to you within the same day. And then we've also started a crowd fund, right, over the last couple of weeks. So if I can maybe just say that link, it's basically backabuddy.co.za and then /campaign save amped. But how you spell it, of course, is the HTTPS, and then it's backabuddy BACKABUDDY.co.za /campaign, so CAMPAIN, PAIGN /save. What is that thing called? Is it a hyphen?
Yes, a hyphen. Yes.
Right? Hyphen, amped, and then hyphen studios. Yeah, so that is, we're looking for crowdfunding. So anybody who says, I have a whatever to spare, and I don't want anybody listening to this to think, I have 100 and that's not going to do much. Little goes a long way. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like really little goes a long way. And we're really going above and beyond, like really truly above and beyond to keep the space alive. Yeah.
Slim, thank you so much for coming through to Kaya.
No, thank you for your time. Thank you for the time.
I really hope, but I've got a good feeling about this.
Me too.
I got a good feeling about this.
Me too. I'm trying to stay positive.
No, you don't.
I'm trying to stay positive.
Continue staying positive, but I got a good feeling about this.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And I do hope and pray that it actually gets bigger and better.
That is the aim. There should be, to be honest, there should be an amped in every province. There should be an amped in every country in Africa, right? But it starts with this, which is why it's so important that we get it right and we keep it alive.
Thank you so much, Slim, and all the best.
Thank you so much, man.
There you have it, Slim from AMP Studios. And you heard it, guys. If you're a creative and you've got 100 rands, you can also once back a buddy. Do you know what I'm saying? If you've got Malome, Auntie, you know, the arts are very important to us. And I'm going to make me cry now. But anyways, okay. This is Kaya 959 on the street and on the air.